also on rethinking how we're doing in terms of bringing in theory and using that to inform decision making. But it was one of their most important perspectives. And their fourth perspective was something they called thought leadership. What is thought leadership? Anyone know what thought leadership is? Is this just business jargon? Thought leadership? What is, only one person speak at a time. What is thought leadership?
Setting the tone or the pace with your ideas. So I guess
Yeah,
with your ideas, putting it out there and other people will follow.
Perfect, Evie, thank you. Yeah, it's putting your ideas out there and getting other people to follow. And they showed some examples of their thought leadership, one of which really resonated with me. It's called Ogilvy Noor. And the target audience is women in the Middle East. And what they're trying to do is help women in the Middle East get more rights, become equal, to change their circumstances, etc. And I think the Noor may actually relate to Queen Noor of Jordan. So that's one of their thought leadership activities. They had a couple of others. One was on social media measurement. So what that is when a message goes into, for example, Facebook, how many people actually, how many Facebook members actually get it onto their pages, how many people like it, how many people comment on it, become very important outcome indicators of exposure. So they've been pioneering ways of understanding those three outcomes, reach, basically, and reactions to it in a Web 2.0 way. And that was very impressive. And I made a note to myself that we need to put more energy into our work with social media. They also had sponsored a big World Social Marketing Conference and were very visible and helpful there. And they put out publications. And as I was reading this, I thought, well, our research department, I think, at PSI, is our thought leaders. Why did I think that? Why did I think that you guys, right here, in this room, are in fact our thought leaders? Remember Julie's definition. Julie, what was your definition again?
Putting your ideas out there so others can follow.
Yeah. Why do I think you are our thought leaders? David. What's that?
You're deluded.
I am deluded. When his hand went up, I knew this was a very, very bad sign. Why do I think you are our thought leaders, Dr. Jeffries? It wouldn't be because of your work on cost-effectiveness analysis, would it?
It could.
Why could it be that, David? Okay, you have the idea. Any evidence that people are following it?
Not at the moment.
Well, I disagree, David. In fact, I was in a conversation on last Friday about our next 5-year strategic plan, and I think that probably the key indicator of success for that strategic plan overall will be one related to cost effectiveness. Why is that, David? You've been up talking to us about cost effectiveness. What is that idea? Simply stated, why is cost effectiveness important in terms of what we're doing?
Because it's something that donors are very interested in.
Well, donors are very interested in it. For good reason or for bad reasons?
Well, I mean, that's a controversial issue.
Perhaps for you, but as Noah said, one of the things I dislike is complicated solutions. In fact, or complicated messages. I think it's a good thing. We're committed to our mission of trying to improve the health of billions of people around the world, we need to be committed to cost-effective solutions. David's work on cost-effectiveness is central, I think, to the future of the organization and our decision-making. That's thought leadership. What are some other, and Fred's work in spreading the total market approach metrics, one of which is the cost-effectiveness of interventions. All interventions in a category also is likely to be a very, very important metric for us going forward. That's thought leadership. And you're doing it. Give me some more examples of thought leadership from this group.
In Central America, we are working with the other organizations and the National Committee of AIDS, and we are providing information and working with them, sharing the information and training them in how to interpret the information, how to build on that, and what they can do in their day-to-day work, either working with the communities in the field or taking the programmatic decisions.
It's a really good example. Probably one of the things this group is doing the most of when we're interacting with the outside world is we're bringing data there to help interpret